On to race number 6 now, and this will finalise the triple trio there on Tuesday. Class 3, 1800 metres. We have Shafano heading the weights after a second behind Last Kingdom at the Valley on debut. Sichuan Dar is backing up from his last start at the Valley. Blinkers go back on. Splendour and Gold, Jade Fortune party together. Vigour Fame, Happy Sebring coming from the dirt back onto the probably preferred turf. Marzook, Super Elegance, I Do, Merry-Go Win, Dragon Commander and Jolly Honour on a rating of 64 like Dragon Commander, but they're getting close to that drop in class. Now Splendour and Gold, Marzook, Super Elegance, Merry-Go Win, all been up at Chunfara. A lot of these horses in this race were obviously entered for that meeting at the Valley that we lost, and now they're backing up here at Sha Tin, or heading to Sha Tin on this occasion.
Good to slow the prediction here. Vigour Fame is a horse we know that can get up front and roll along nicely. He wasn't able to do so now, but he did in the end slide forward and sit up towards the pace. So Vigour Fame, got Charity Go there jumping from gate number 9. If he can get into the trailing position there, Grant Van Niekerk would have done a very good job. You've got I Do, Merry-Go Win, Shafano back there in the pack as well. I think they'll spread out a little bit more. Happy Sebring is always quite slow out, so you expect him at the rear.
Here is Shafano. John Moore's only had him for a couple of runs, but he's got the horse going really well at the moment. Nice second behind Last Kingdom, fresh up, and I think he's going pretty well. And I like his work here. I thought it was a nice piece of work with Blake Shinnerboard. Vigour Fame, he's allowed to stretch out. He did win at big odds 3 starts ago at the back end of last season. He goes nice. He just got that awkward draw. When he did win, he won with barrier 14 though, so he has won from a wide draw before, but you can see he's under a hold. Zach Purden with I Do here, nice quiet piece of work. Another one that's drawn a bit awkward, and barrier number 10. So we're interested to see the tactics on him. He's a one-time winner from his 9 starts, but he looks like he's going pretty well and does it nice and easy then.
Easy as pie, Paul. Shafano, let's start with him at the top. Interesting, Zach Purden has been aboard this horse his last 2, including his first up second behind Last Kingdom, but as you just pointed, he rides I Do on this occasion.
And he does, and he's got a really good record with Chris So horses, but Shafano, you can see him finishing off out in the middle of the track. Got Splendour and Gold, didn't mind the run from Splendour and Gold to last start. He ended up being caught a little bit wide and just probably got tied late in the piece. Also in this, you've got Merry-Go Win, Charity Go. He's been disappointing for mine, Charity Go. He came here with a decent reputation, but he's just done very little.
He has. Shafano and Splendour and Gold are the 2 out of that race I've put in the numbers. I thought Splendour and Gold back to Sha Tin is good for him, and I thought Shafano's on the improve.
I think Charity Go's a better horse than his recent form suggests. He's just been seesawed, sometimes running back, coming from the back, sometimes going forward. He doesn't know whether he's Arthur or Martha, so until he finds the happy medium and actually gets some confidence in himself, I'm happy to let him go. This horse, for me, was going to be my long shot, Vigour Fame. I know, as you said, Paul, he'll probably go to the front. He may get a little bit tested, but he's really racing well at the moment. Yeah,
he won, and then he backed up with 2 good runs. Here's one of them here. Vigour Fame. I Do. Now, I Do's got barrier number 10. Now, he looked good towards the middle parts of last season. Son of So You Think. He's just got that awkward draw, but I think he's got ability as well.
Yeah, longer trip second up as well. 14 up to 18 looks a positive. Happy Sebring, we know he can be a rogue out of the gates. He can misbehave. He can just, you know, be plainly arrogant, really. I think if he does what he wants, basically, and then when the jockey gets control of him, gets him in the mood to run, he really can run.
Gets back, charges home, missed it again last start. When he was winning 2 runs ago, he well and truly missed it, but he was able to make up all that ground. You can see him trying to chase down Buddies on this occasion. That was one of the Bear horses running second, but he really charged home late in the piece. Was a good run.
Blinkers back on him was an interesting gear change.
I think
as well.
The record suggests he's better on the turf too, but he's pretty decent on the all-weather, as we saw there. Now Super Elegance, a horse last season who was suggesting he was a nice type and he'd be winning a few races here in Hong Kong. He was probably a length or 2 off doing that, but the off-season underneath his belt, a lot of us were tipping this horse going into that Valley meeting that we lost.
Yeah, I'm going to stick with him as well. I just think from barrier 3, he maps really well. It was a nice trial here. 1,800 metres looks ideal. He's a son of Teofilo, and his best run I thought was the back end of last season when he ran second behind Vigour Fame. I think he can turn the tables in this.
That was Splendour and Gold running alongside of him in that trial there. I like him as well. That trial was good, and he finished off particularly well behind Vigour Fame.
There's a few that look capable of winning this, Paul.
Yeah, there is. It's a really nice race. I've gone Super Elegance on top, though. I think he's improved in the off-season. Splinter of Gold, we know he's a really good horse here at Sha Tin. So coming back to Sha Tin, I think he's going to run a race and he'll give the most to do. Shafano in there for third, and I do. He's drawn awkward, but at 1,800 metres, you've got the whole back straight to find a spot. So I know Zach Purden will do that. 10-4, 111.
Same cue for me. On top is Super Elegance for Jimmy Ting and Chad Schofield. Like that trial up there at Chung Fa. That was going back a few weeks now, but looked good. Splendour and Gold had that run at the Valley, but I think he's certainly a better horse at Sha Tin, where he's got a record of 6 starts for 3 wins. Vigor Fame will try and dominate from the front, and Happy Sebring, if there's good tempo in the race, he'll be there at the finish charging home. 10, 4, 7 and 8.
Yeah, $5 the favourite at this stage. It's an open race. I'll stick with Vigor Fame at a bit of value. I think he's going really well at the moment, but certainly looks a few hopes. That's race number 6.